Hey, what's going on? Hopefully we are okay. Hopefully we're okay. What a pain in the butt tonight. If you guys hear me and see me, please type in the comment chat box. Let me know that you hear me and see me. I think it's okay now. It should be okay now. What's up? Sorry, guys. I mean, this is the fifth time I'm trying this tonight. Been literally trying since 8:03. It's 8:17. Can you guys hear me? Give me some quick feedback. You're good. Awesome. So I'm here to announce I missed all of you. I know I missed 2 live streams the past 2 weeks. I know. I'm guilty of that. And I've been really, really busy working on my other businesses, and it's just crazy. It's been crazy. I'm doing a live event here in Dallas at the end of the month with a partner, teaching people how to build internet businesses. So, busy, busy, busy. Anyway, yeah, I missed all of you guys too. So the truck has been kind of on delay, but I got some really good news. I'm going to show you the shop right now. I'm going to show you the truck, show you what we've been doing. And I'm actually going to paint it tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to paint it, get it done, because I need this thing out of my hair. I need it done. And a lot of you guys are waiting to see how the stupid thing turns out too as well, right? So we're going to go ahead and show you that. And I'm also going to announce the 2 winners of the Mini X16 Atom Spray Gun that we gave away to the Auto Body and Paint sale, new VIP members last month. Paint it live. Yeah, I could actually stream some live tomorrow while I'm painting through my phone, but only if it works, because there's no way I'm bringing the laptop out there and streaming with the laptop. So here's Maya. Say what's up to everybody. Long time no see. All right, so let's go in the shop. Hopefully we don't get cut off, hopefully, because with my phone, it's not working sometimes. I don't know why, really weird. All right, so let's go to the truck, check it out. I literally just put in 2 hours tonight, finished sanding it. Francis said, hello, Maya. I don't know, Francis right here. Shout out for Carl from Manila, Philippines. Somebody all the way from the Philippines are watching the show tonight. Thank you, guys. And yeah, we have not been on live, so I'm sorry about that. So how's everybody doing? Everybody says Maya makes the show. So why don't you show them your cape?
Oh, I made it.
She made a cape. Pretty cool.
I sew it by myself. I put the rubber.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
It was just a big old blanket.
Does it keep you warm?
Yeah.
Is that going to be your Halloween? You look like Kiki, actually, with this and that.
I could just wear I'm gonna be a witch for Halloween. I already have a broom from last year.
Yeah.
I just have a little school dress which is black. I have to wear a uniform, so I'm just gonna wear that. And my mom got me a witch, so I'm just gonna wear this on top and stuff.
Sweet. Okay, so this truck was a real pain in the butt to paint, nonetheless. Very, very pain in the butt. Did I say paint? I mean sand. Because of these panels here, having so many. Mike, can you turn on the inner lights?
What do you mean by it? Oh,
Yeah, it'll say inner lights on the panel inside. There we go. All right. So everything is washed down, ready to paint, okay? And because of all of the grooves and the flat areas, right, I had to block this out, right? And then I had to get the block sideways and block here. I had to block this, and I had to block this. A lot of little, short, straight panels in here, just seams. Very hard Then you got to sand up in here. It's very square and boxish.
And this is hard.
And then it's also a pain in the butt sanding, you know, underneath here. I hit my finger so many times. I split my finger open the other day with the chicken coop, doing something with the chickens. So I had to take a break so my finger would heal. But it's pretty much sanded out. Now I'm going to show you an example, right? When you're sanding 2K primer down, guys, right? It's very important to get the orange peel out and sand it flat. You might have heard me say this a million times, okay? So what I mean by sanding flat is you get the block and you sand it to where it looks like a matte finish, kind of like what we have here, right? And you don't see any orange peel look, okay? That's when you know when you lay on your fresh paint, it's going to come out like glass. And if it does have orange peel, you could sand it and buff it out and it's going to look like glass. If you don't do that, right, if you don't sand it flat and you paint it, you're going to have orange peel 100%, all right, because it's just going to come up through the base coat and the clear coat if you have orange peel at this stage. You guys getting it so far, right? So because of me rushing, I did this panel really well. This one, I noticed at the very last minute that I could have sanded a little bit more to get it a little flatter. Now, if I wet this, you'd be able to see that there's still a little orange peel in my primer here. Very little. I can actually feel it. But because I'm saying screw it, right? Because I'm saying screw it, I'm not going to go ahead and sand anymore. I'm going to show you what it looks like if you don't sand it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint this thing the way it is, right? And you're going to be able to see a little bit of the orange peely look in this area, all right? Because of me not sanding flat all the way down. I used 400 grit on the whole project, right? The little bit of metal that you see here, the little bit of filler that you see here, not a big deal, right? We wanted to cut down the primer all the way down. So once this is all dry and everything's dried up, we're going to go around with, we're going to actually tack it down, okay? We're going to wax and grease everything, the whole truck. We're going to tack it down, okay? Wax and grease, tack it down. Then I'm going to come around and I'm going to cheat. Okay, this is a cheating move, right? I'm going to go ahead and get a 1K aerosol can primer, filler primer, and I'm just going to hit these metal spots because we don't want to paint base coat or clear coat over filler or over metal, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and just dust these areas quick, and then I'm going to final sand it with dry sand, okay? I'm going to dry sand it flat. After that, we're going to just get a tack rag, wipe it clean, blow it off, wipe it clean, and then we're ready for base coat, clear coat. All right? So that's the process. So okay, so I did a really good job in sanding the front bumper cover out. Now, if you remember the front bumper cover, this used to be plastic, okay? ABS plastic. I'm pretty sure it's an ABS plastic. And it was like that plastic textured finish. So I put heavy coats of 2K on it. Here we had a big hole. I don't know if you remember. All of this will be in the videos. Was a big hole. Okay, so this is done nicely. I think there was a little hole here. All right, and it had dents all up in here on both sides. So I blocked the front out really well. So this is actually going to look like a piece of metal. It's going to look like a metal bumper, like so flat. Okay, so just kind of, I did a good job on this. It literally took me an hour and a half to sand this front cover. If I look here, there's a couple of spots where I could add a little bit of filler putty, like right in here. There's a big gouge from my die grinder, right? I could add some filler putty last minute and sand it with 400. You could do that, right, at the last minute. But I'll tell you that you could do that, but I'm not going to do it. Grand Rapids here VIP. I mean, this is not, it's not going to be, you know, it's going to look awesome, by the way. And you can get as anal as you want to get with your auto body projects, okay? I'm not going to put in another 20 minutes working on that one little spot. All right, screw it. I mean, I could, but it gets to the point where do you stop? You know, do you want a freaking $20,000 paint job? If you want to do that, then you do every little nook and cranny and you get it perfect, right? You know the steps, you know how to do it. Okay, so if you're at this point, just to refresh, if you're at this point, I'm not sure if you could see it, but it will be in my HD videos in VIP. I'll explain this a little bit more better for you. But if you see that, right, what I could do is mix up the 2K filler glaze putty, fill that, and then block it with the glaze, and then hit it with the primer, then you're fixed, okay? This is last minute touches, guys. You're always gonna have these last minute touches before you do your complete paint job. All right, so let's show you the truck. Body work is 100% done. All the filler work is done. This is how it's sitting here, okay? I just washed everything down with water. Okay, and if we get close, yeah, Ronnie, you're right. You're gonna see that, look, yeah, I do have some metal in some areas, okay? And when you're always gonna get something like this, especially if you're 2K blocked down, you're gonna have some areas where you cut through, especially if you wanna do a good job, right? So I got some metal showing. So like I said, number one, after we mask the whole thing up, we're gonna hit these areas with a 2K primer rattle can. Okay, I'm gonna use a Rust-Oleum. I'm just gonna use some of this stuff. There are better brands and better stuff. I'm just gonna use this because I have it. Okay, but the trick is you do not want to put wax and grease remover over this because you'll melt it off. All right, so like I say, always use a wax and grease remover to wash your project down. I have to fill this up. I have some in my cabinet. Okay, but you always, so here is the steps, guys. Here is the steps, okay? So the truck is sanded down, 400 grit, ready to paint. I have some metal, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. First thing when I come in tomorrow morning, I'm gonna mask it up. I'm gonna mask it up. After it's masked up, I'm gonna go around the truck and wax and grease all of the panels. Listen to me, guys. Wait for your questions. We're gonna get into Q&A after this. I just want you to get these steps. After it's masked up, I'm gonna go around the truck and wax and grease remove it with a clean, lint-free cloth. I like to use the blue shop rags, are good for that, okay? Blue shop rags are good for that. I'll show you what they look like here quickly for you newbies if you don't know what they are. Okay, these are pretty much lint-free. These are good little napkins, okay? Shit.
I'm trying to give them off.
After that, we're gonna go around, and because it's clean now, it's clean with wax and grease, we're gonna go around with this primer. Now you could get better primer, okay? But a 1K is fine, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit all the metal with this. Cover the metal, because we don't want metal showing, right? After we do that, we're gonna blow it off with the air. Okay, we're gonna blow off the truck. It's not a lot. We only got a little bit of metal on a little bit of area. So it's not gonna be like a whole crap load of dust, right? So we're gonna coat everything, all the metal little spots with our primer. Especially this is gonna be a little bit more because we got a ton of body filler. So this whole thing is gonna be like primed. All right, once that's done, we're gonna get dry sandpaper 400 grit, and we're gonna go very, very lightly, just to scuff it down, just to get it smooth and taking that rough overspray off, right? Once that's done, blow it off, and then you get your tack rag and tack everything down. That's the final step. You do not wanna put wax and grease remover over this type of 1K primer because you'll melt it off because it's 1K. If you want to get into it again and do a 2K, you can, but you have to be careful that you don't cut through to the metal. And that's going to give you a whole nother 10 hours of sanding. Maybe not 10 hours, but 5 hours of sanding, okay? There's a lot of sanding during this process, okay? But the thing is I never put any solid time in this truck. I'm putting 2-3 hours, you know, in one day. A week later, I put in a couple of hours. Another week later, I put in a couple of hours. So I'm not on this thing steady. You guys get what I'm saying? So anyway, after that, this kid, I don't know what the heck in the world she's doing. You leave her alone in the shop, and she's just doing all kinds of things. It's scary. Like, look, what do you got going on over here? She got a rag stuck on the fan up there. Rag stuck up there, right? She's got my camera holder in her hand, and she's doing all kinds of things over here. This is what you get with a 9-year-old going crazy in the shop. Okay, guys, so basically that's it. You tack it down, and then you're ready for paint. Okay, so my plan of action on this thing is to do the white. Like I said, it's going to be 3-tone, right? So I'm going to do all the door jambs. We're going to mask everything up. So these windows in here are going to be masked. This big opening is going to be masked up so I don't get no overspray in the truck. We're going to hit all the door jambs white, right? We're going to do the top of the truck white because the top of this truck is planned to be white. After that, we're going to create the line for the white. Create the graphic line, the line where we're going to separate to the teal, okay? After that, I'm going to mix up my silver. I'm going to spray the whole bottom of the truck silver, the bed. All of this is going to be silver, right? And then after that, we're going to mask up the silver on the bottom here, and then we're going to do the teal in the middle, okay? And we're going to do the teal on the beds. The side of the beds are going to be all teal. This top part's going to be white. So when I do the white on the truck, I'll be spraying this section white. This rail is going to be white all the way around. Right? So it's going to be a usual paint job if you're doing single stage enamel, 45 minutes. Complete car paint job. Just the outside only. Right? Because you're going around the car 2 times, maybe 3, most of the time 2 times. It only takes you a half hour to go around the car, if that, okay, when you're painting. Not even a half hour. So 45 minutes mixing paint, you're done with single stage paint job. Base coat, clear coat, you double that because you're going around the car probably 2 times with base coat, 2 times with clear coat. Sometimes a little longer with the base coat because if you have any coverage issues, right, you're trying to cover some areas a little bit more. So 2 hours max for base coat, clear coat paint jobs. If you're doing graphics and you're masking in between, especially if you're doing flames, you know, I've been doing jobs where you do flames, you're masking for 3-4 hours, sometimes 5 hours, just masking, right? Just creating the flames and doing the graphics. So if you do graphics and you're doing multiple paint colors, you could be in the booth all day. You could be painting all day. But because this is a small truck and I'm only doing 3 colors, and my graphics are solid lines, right? I'm not going crazy with flames or any crazy graphics. I say no more than 6 hours tomorrow for the complete paint job, right? The painting itself, really only maybe 2.5 hours of actual painting time. Maybe not even, maybe 2 hours of actual painting time. The rest is gonna be masking and prepping and getting ready and doing the lines and all of that. You guys get it? Are you guys liking this? Are you guys gaining some insight here, some ideas for your projects? Give me some quick feedback. All right, that's all I want to share with you tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be waking up early, masking it up, and painting it. So I'll probably go live in between or when I'm done, depending on if my phone has reception and we could do the YouTube live thing. So hopefully you guys are liking this. Hopefully you guys learned something here. And again, you don't need a spray booth to bang out a $10,000 paint job, okay? This thing is gonna look freaking awesome when it's done. I promise you that. It's gonna look really good. So, any new VIP members on tonight who joined, any new VIPs who joined last month, literally in August, we had a sale for new auto body and paint members. And I said that we were giving away 2 spray guns. So I have the winners on this piece of paper here. New VIP, what's going on? SR20DE, too bad I don't know your name. Hey, Tony, Steen Garza, VIP, Port Isabel, Texas. A lot of VIPs in the house. Quickly, guys, before I announce these names, just type in how many VIPs in here. I'm just curious. Ronnie, I know you're a VIP, but if you're VIP, new or not, just type in VIP. I'm kind of curious to see. Usually we have a lot more people on, but because I haven't been doing them and I didn't send out a notification, a lot of people didn't come on tonight. So this is all my fault. I've just been so busy, and I didn't want to stream live last week because I didn't have any real updates for you on the truck. That's why. So we got VIP, Ferrari Boy, Leo, Stephen Francis.
There's a lot of VIPs.
Hi, Din, VIP. A lot of VIPs in the house. Oldest VIP ever, Ronald Flores over here. You're like one of my original dudes back in 2010, I would think. 2011, maybe. Yeah, he's been around since you were a little munchkin. Pretty crazy.
I am not a munchkin.
Okay, so the winners, and if you're not on here tonight, we're going to email you anyway and get your shipping address. What's up, Scott? California. Nice to see you on tonight. Bradley Barth too. Hey, what's up, Brad? A lot of the original VIP, the original gangsters on. You guys are awesome. Okay. So the winner is, can you pronounce that?
No.
E-L-Z-A-K-I.
Zilke?
Yeah, so the first winner is Elzaki.
Oh,
I think it's Elzaki. E-L-Z-A-K-I. Shamseldin. That's the last name. Shamseldin.
Wow.
Elzaki Shamseldin out of Virginia. Number one. Second one, Bradley Cron. Bradley Cron from Arizona. Are you guys on here? Just curious. Probably not. But these are the two winners of the Atom Mini X16s. We're going to be contacting you via email, and you will get these guns within the next week or so. All right? Bradley Cron, Arizona, and Elzaki Shamseldin. That's pretty crazy. Tom Hatch, Eureka, California. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So while I'm on, we could do some quick Q&A. If you guys have any specific Q&A here, we can cover those really, really quickly and then get off. What's up?
Can you tell them a story about the 2 chickens?
Oh, yeah. You could tell them a story. What happened to your eye? You got a cut right next to your eye here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the best way to paint ATV plastics and wheels? Okay, so ATV plastics, I would use you could use base coat, clear coat. You could use a 2K primer, but I would put a flex agent in your paint. I have painted those without flex agent, and they last about 3.5 years before cracking. Okay, so they will crack. Use adhesion promoter before you even put your primer. Put it down there, and then also put a flex agent in your base coat and clear coat. There's a flex agent that you could add in there, and you could just use regular car paint. It'll work. If you want to go more durable, maybe try some plastic dip. You can get a flat look on a plastic dip, which looks pretty cool. Is it better to use the plastic or paper when masking? It doesn't matter. Either or works. You're not going to get overspray going through paper. I'm using paper. If it's a big section where you need to cover like a piece of plastic on a car, then use plastic. Most likely, I'll just be using paper on this job because it's so small, right? The windows, piece of paper on there, the doors. Paper is a little easier to work with, I think, because it's hard. The plastic is good for large areas if you're covering. There you go. I like plastic, cover the whole car and cut it from there. You could do that as well. But because I'm doing door jams, it's going to be a pain in the butt to do that like that. But it is good to also, if you're doing spot repairs and touch-up, I like plastic over the whole car because you can cut out the section you're going to be touching up and painting. But for complete paint jobs, I like to just do paper. All right, so I'll just be using paper on this thing. How much G2 feather fill to mix if it's your first time spraying primer? Want to spray Sunday? Well, how big is your job? It all depends on how much of an area you're spraying, right? Are you doing a whole car? How big is the car? What kind of car is it? You know, you got to give me some ideas. Should the ATV plastic be primed even though it's painted the same color? I would prime it for adhesion purposes. You don't have to, but primer will give you a better adhesion. What would be the best semi-gloss black paint for my side mirrors? Black. Semi-gloss. Well, you could basically just give it a black base coat and use a retardener, a flattening agent in your clear coat to give it a flatter look. Or you can just go Plasti Dip black, which looks pretty cool. That's kind of like a semi-gloss look to me. Plasti Dip it. You could just get this stuff and just spray your mirrors with it. If you don't like it, I've done this on the BMW. I sold the BMW, by the way. And which is the cool thing about this is you can peel it right off if you don't like it. What black do I have here? This was a pretty good flat black. Hot Rod Flats Urethane. This is a pretty good black here. I tried this from Custom Shop Paints. Not too bad. But I do have all the colors. I will be painting this thing with all of the Atom spray guns. Giving you a basic demo of everything. The Mini X16 for the door jambs, and the X20 for the base coat, X21 for clear coat. So you're going to be able to see all these guns. Oh, good thing. Shipment for brand new spray guns are coming in about 30 days. So that's the update. Got resin on my primer. Do I sand off the primer on that spot and reprime it? I think you could probably just sand it off, no? But yeah, sand it off if you get down to metal or whatever you're doing, plastic, then you're gonna have to reprime that little section. You could even do trim black from SEM, yeah, for that black. What's up, Maya? Oh yeah. So I sanded everything down here, including the bed, right? As you can see, right? I got the DA and I went, sanded everything down. I got in here and it's pretty much smooth all up to here. Okay, I'm not going crazy. This is all done. But in here, I didn't go nuts. I sanded out a lot of the chips and cracks and stuff, but you could still, there's a lot of overspray from the 2K primer in here. You can hear it, how rough it is. But it doesn't matter because this is all going to be Raptor lined inside here. This I finished off with 2K primer. This took a little while to sand this. But we're going to be painting probably up to here, right? We're going to come all the way down with the white, but we're probably going to have the Raptor liner come up to this line here. So this is going to be pretty funny masking it up. It's going to look like that. It's going to look pretty cool. This is how it looks around the stickers. Okay, I really did not want to take these decals off. So what I did was I masked these up and then I primed it. But when I took the tape off, I felt a big ridge of 2K primer around here. So I had no choice but to get really close and sand on the sticker as well. So if you look close, there's a little bit of sand scratches around it. But I think with the clear coat, I'm going to have to resand this, remask it for the base coat. But I think once I take this off, once I take the masking tape off, I'm going to clear over everything, including the decal here. So I think that the clear coat is going to fill in the sand scratches. I think it'll look good. All right. I could have had these probably remade. I couldn't find them online. I just wanted to keep this original touch to them. As far as those decals. So that's that. Jimmy, we've been getting a ton of emails, people wanting to buy the X21. What we're going to do next week, because we have confirmation on the shipment, I didn't want to do this earlier because we didn't have confirmation. Yep, we're going to be using Atom Pearls actually with an inner coat. So we're going to be doing a lot of custom. Now that I think about it, I'll probably be painting more than 6. Maybe probably be here for 7 hours tomorrow. But we're going to be doing Atom Moon Dust Pearl in the white with a intercoat base coat. So I'm going to show you how to spray that as well. All of this is going to be recorded step by step, so you'll have access to that, all of you VIP guys. The X21 guys, we've been getting emails almost every day for these spray guns. They sold out so quick. People love them. We're getting them in about 30 to 40 days. They're in the process of shipping out. We got confirmation. So what we're going to be doing within the next week or so is doing a pre-order. So you're going to be able to pre-order them before we get them. So they'll be available for sale. You can pre-order, but just know that you'll have to wait about 30 days before you get them. And, you know, I'll let you know by email when we do this. So just keep your eyes open for that. All right, and we're going to be using the Atom Flakes and Atom Pearls on this thing as well. Not Atom, X Finishes. Why did I say Atom? All right, guys, so that's that. Did any of you get my email about Saturday's training? Hey, Tony Albany, can I sand base coat? I messed up one of my doors. Absolutely, of course you could sand base coat. Sand it down, resand it down with 400 grit. Look, she's over here trying to grind something now.
I'm trying to make this smooth.
She's over here pushing this with a rag. She's over here like this.
That's pokey.
Okay, do it. I want to show them what you're doing. This is what she's doing here. You leave a kid in the shop bored. This is what they do.
If you have this machine.
Yeah, just make sure you don't turn it on. It's going to go. It's not plugged in. So let me give you a story. My dad this is my dad's. This thing has to be about, and I brought it from Hawaii. I had to bring it. This thing has to be, I would say, 40 years old, this grinder. This grinder's got to be 30 to 40 years old, right? So he said he was grinding one day with the wire brush. He had the glasses on, all right? And he was cleaning something, and one of these wires popped off and stuck him right in the head.
Ow. How in did it go?
It just stuck him right in the skin of his head, and he had to just pull it out. It was
How
like,
deep was it?
probably hit his skull.
Oh.
It's thin here, you know?
Oh my God. Oh, Grandpa Joe's
Pretty crazy. Anyway, is any of you going to get on my live training on Saturday? I'm doing a live training, guys, if you're interested, on how to start an internet business. Some of you guys are interested. So if you're interested in that, sign up for the live training. It's going to be Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. my time. Saturday, 10 o'clock Central. And if you got the email, register, and that's it. I'm not going to be promoting it crazily on here.
I want to do basketball.
That's cool?
Yeah.
Really?
I was thinking.
Okay. Well, I don't have any links to share with you here, guys. So check your email, because I sent you an email. I sent VIP's emails, and I sent the Auto Body guys emails. If you're curious and you want to learn how to build an internet business where you could literally travel the world and have an internet business, it's going to be at 10 o'clock, Ronnie. You don't get emails from me. You should be on my VIP list. You should be on my VIP list. That's very, very weird. Maybe when I transferred services over the years, you weren't imported over, maybe. All right, guys, I can share a link with you. Let me share the link with you guys. I didn't want to do this, but I'll share the link with you here, okay? Quickly. Let me see. Okay, this is going to be Saturday, 10 o'clock a.m. Central. I'm going to show you how I make a ton of cash online. Month in, month out for years now. I've been doing this since 2009. and you'll be able to do the same. There's a registration link, guys, if you want to register. That's the link. I'm not going to be doing it anymore this year, maybe next year sometime. And that's actually the event that we're going to be hosting in Dallas, talking about online business, how to start an online business, how to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, however high you want to scale it, you could do it. So that's that. Okay. So does the link work for you guys? Can you guys just let me know if that link, go to that page quick and let me know if that works. Just give me a yeah, it works. Just want to kind of confirm. Okay, so that's the link, guys. And so that's why I have to paint this thing tomorrow, because I'm going to be busy with you guys on Saturday. It's going to be like an 1.5 to 2 hour training. So yeah, anyway, I appreciate it, everybody. I'm going to head out. I got to get some stuff done. I got to take a shower, actually, and I got to get back on the computer tonight, wrap some things up. But I will be streaming live. Wow, very smooth. I will be streaming live tomorrow in and out while I paint this thing. Hopefully I have no issues with my phone, because it'll be a lot better with my telephone to stream than to have this computer in here. Okay? So have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. I will see you on sporadically tomorrow, chiming in while I do this, like before I paint or in the middle of painting. So you guys can see I got to bang this out, because Saturday I'm going to be doing my live training. And the rest of the month I have to be preparing for the live event that we're hosting here in Dallas. So thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody. Good to see you, everybody. And I'll be on tomorrow, in and out, streaming live. Bye. See you guys. No. Cheers, guys. See you on tomorrow. Bye.